my life. As a small child, my mother took it upon herself to take me to the library every Saturday. There we would listen with eager anticipation to the librarian as she dramatically made words come to life. My first favorite book was The Ugly Duckling, about a diminutive duck that was always falling behind. As a little girl and the last of 5 children, I could relate to that struggling little duck. Over the years, I have lost myself in hundreds of books on philosophy, spiritual awakening, mysteries, history, psychology, nature. I am currently reading Walden by the philosopher Henry David Thoreau, whose mantra about simplicity is one that disillusioned, materialistic Americans should heed. He says, "I went into the woods for I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life and to learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived." Books are my life.
Hello, my name is Chris Weich, and this is my book I like to read. It's called The Witch Hunt in Early Modern Europe. It is about witch hunting and witchcraft within early times and medieval times and the Enlightenment period. What I find interesting about this book is how big an impact the witch hunt has made within early 17th, 18th century or so. I like reading this book because I'm interested in the supernatural and the mysteries that's held within it. I recommend this book to anyone to read if they're looking for mysterious subjects.
What I liked about Into Thin Air was that it was a great adventure book. It was an account of a man's adventure up Mount Everest, where most of the members of his team actually died through a storm. But it was a great book to read. I recommend it.
My favorite book is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. I've just, ever since I was a little kid, I've always loved dinosaurs. And I watched the movie Jurassic Park, just like everybody else from the 90s. And I just had to read the book, and it was completely different from the movie. It's so much more detail, more characterization, and even like different events that happen in the book weren't in the movie. It's just a wonderful book that I've always loved. It was actually the first book I've ever read that was more than 100 pages long. And I've always loved it ever since I read it.
I just got a new Kindle, and I love this because I love to read. I have a huge collection of books at home, and this saves time and space, and I can just read it anywhere, and I don't have to worry about lugging my entire library with me. Right now I'm reading The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I've downloaded a ton of the classics, and I can't wait to read all of them.
My favorite book at the moment is Giant Steps to Change the World because it reminds us a very important lesson. On some days, your dreams may seem too far away to realize. Listen to the whispers of those that came before, those who had hard days but dared to make their dreams come true. They made giant steps to make the world a better place and left big shoes for you to fill. A wonderful book for grown-ups and kids to read to remind us that with hard work, anything can happen.
All the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss is my favorite book because it tells about life's journey. As you I got this book when I graduated from high school, and it basically tells me that as I progress through life, I'll have ups and downs everywhere I go, every bump, every fall, and sometimes you'll be alone through life, and sometimes you will be a winner, and most of the times you'll be a loser. But in the end, you'll be successful, and you'll know where you're going in life and how to get there.